Alrighty, hey guys, it is Mitch Games 24/7 here today with another video for you guys. And today we're going to be doing a Q&A, so this is going to be a fun one. When you're watching this, I'm away at PAX, so that's a lot of fun, and I'm really excited to be bringing you guys an awesome vlog from when I'm away. However, while I'm away, I'm not going to be able to live stream, obviously, so I've got just, a bunch of videos here, and we're going to be starting it off with a Q&A. So I did ask you guys to obviously ask some questions, whether that was in the community section on YouTube, or whether that was through Instagram. You could obviously ask me a question. If you haven't followed me on all my socials, please do. They'll all pop up on screen right now. I would really appreciate it. Anyways, let's hop into the first question, which is from my man V Nitro, and he asks, were you considering another career path before YouTube? And the answer is yes and no. So I always kind of knew that I was going to be a YouTuber and that was what I wanted to do. I remember saying in school that was what I was going to do, and people laughed at me and made fun of me. Ironically now, I am kind of a YouTuber, which is pretty funny because as I said, it was just what I wanted to do. And I got to prove a lot of people wrong, which was super dope. However, I did also want to do some graphic design stuff, so I'm going to whack up some of my thumbnails on screen. You've already seen them before. Obviously, you know that it's something that I really enjoy doing, and it's something that, that I'm sort of good at. So it is definitely something that I would love to fall back on if YouTube doesn't work, or if I get bored with YouTube, or whatever happens. Graphic design is always there as kind of a backup option for me. We're going to jump right into the next question though. Our next question comes from my man Hayden. He asks, will you ever move to Twitch? And the answer is probably. I can't really say too much about it right now, but just know that there are seeds being planted for a potential move to Twitch, but not a permanent move, if that makes sense. I'd like to be able to still stream on YouTube as well, but potentially do some Twitch streams as well, because YouTube doesn't really promote too many streamers anymore. Because of that, I would actually like to do something where I stream on Twitch a couple days a week and then stream on YouTube a couple days a week and see how that would kind of work. I don't know yet. It's all, just up in the air, but something could potentially be happening with that, so watch this space. And here we have another question. We got it from my main man, Rubsy, who I haven't seen in ages, dude. I hope you're watching this, because you're a really good friend of mine. And he says, who do you think is better at zombies? Bitch Games 247? Well, man, alright, big cunt move, I get it. Or Rubsy, please answer. Thanks, it was definitely you, man. You're the one who kept choking round 200, but eventually got it, let's be real.
That's it! That's it! Oh my god! I fucking did it! Yes! Yes! Fuck yes! Oh my god! Finally!
Hello, motherfucker. Hello, motherfucker.
Love the streams. Give shout out to you, Rubsy, my man. I love you, Nick. Give V-Buck. I can do that. Thanks. Love you, streamer. Thank. What an absolute legend. We're going to hop on into the next question here. And here we've got my next question here for me. And it is from Thomas. And he says, do you plan on moving on from Fortnite? It's pretty dead, man. And look, you're not wrong, man. It is definitely a dying game. Obviously, when we're watching this, we haven't seen Season 11 yet. So it could save the game. I sure as shit hope it does. If it doesn't, then we're going to be in a little bit of hot water. But yeah, I do plan on moving on from Fortnite, because I enjoy the game, I enjoy streaming it, but what I enjoy about streaming is having you guys come out every single day and support me. Playing Fortnite, sure, that's cool, but it's kind of just background stuff. It's not what I really want to be doing for the rest of my life, or, even the next year on YouTube. I don't want to continue to play Fortnite constantly. I'm not all that great at it, and I don't think anybody cares about that, but, all the little kids who give YouTubers all these insane views care about how fast you can crank 90s, and look, I just don't crank 90s. So, that's that. And the next one comes in from Scott, or Weedcake789, the absolute champion. He says, what do you think your life would have been like without the same 20 people showing up to every stream around 17k? And he also says to use code Mitcho, which you definitely should in the item shop. I would appreciate the hell out of it. Honestly, man, if I didn't have those same, 20 people coming out at 17k when my channel was, probably as dead as it could have been, I would have quit, man. I genuinely would have quit. I know so many people who did quit, and I didn't, and I'm so grateful that I didn't. But honestly, if I were to, if they weren't there and I did quit, well, look, I'd probably be at Woolworths right now. And coming in at the next spot, we've got my man Cameron asking a question, and he asks, why did you want to start YouTube, and did your parents support you? I wanted to start YouTube to kind of show off, to be honest, which is what a lot of people are doing now on Fortnite with their 90s and stuff. I did that through Call of Duty Zombies because I was really damn good at it, and that's why I started. And then obviously I got an audience from there, and I continued. For me, it was also about being a time capsule. I want to be able to be 60 years old and come back and watch my streams, because then I've got videos of what I used to look like, what I used to say, and then I can remember, hey, I remember that day actually, that's what happened that day. You know, even if it's not me streaming what happened during the day, I'll remember that day where my mind was at and what was going on. That was a big thing for me, and it still is now. I go back and watch old streams often and think about that. Did my parents support you? No, did they support me? Not really. Not really. Like, obviously now, sure. My dad does, but I remember hitting 100,000 subscribers and he didn't even understand what it meant, which is pretty funny because it was a really big milestone. But yeah, he's not really too tech savvy, but yeah, he definitely supports what I do, even though he doesn't really know too much about it. Coming up next, we got the 7th and 8th question both here. These are through Instagram, these ones, and we got my man Paps. He's coming in. Hey Mitch, Paps here. Wondering where you see yourself in 5 years. Honestly, in 5 years, I see myself being you know, very established on YouTube. I'd like to see at least 1 million subscribers if I'm still doing YouTube. If not, I'd like to fall back and just, you know, turn YouTube into something of a passion project as I work a 9-to-5 kind of job or something like that. You know, where I just make enough money, because I think that friendship is really, really important, which leads into my next question. Would you rather delete your channel or stop being friends with your best friend? Honestly, I think I'd actually have to take my best friend over my YouTube channel. As much as I value my YouTube channel, friendship's everything, man. It's something that's really important, you know. There's no greater feeling than be able to going out on the weekend with your mates. There's no better feeling than that, honestly. And, you know, as great as YouTube is, I don't think I could ever replace that feeling or replace my friend like that, you know. It just wouldn't sit well with me, and that's really that. Our next question comes in from Jay. What's the one game that you want to go back to when it's in its prime? I would say Black Ops 2. Call of Duty Black Ops 2 was the only game that I was genuinely addicted to. I really, really, really enjoyed that game, man. Like, honestly, dude, it was so good. Like, I was really addicted to it. I'd get home from school, I'd play it till I go to bed. And I have never had an experience like that with a video game ever again. MW3, Black Ops 2, that kind of time period was just unbeatable. I wish I was a YouTuber back then, honestly, because I would have been grinding so much harder than I am now. Coming in here, we've got our 10th question. How'd you start your YouTube channel, and what's some advice you could give? Okay, so this is probably going to be good for a lot of people. You know, I just started again by uploading videos off my phone. I don't recommend that. Obviously, now you've got no excuse not to, because you've got the Xbox capture, the PS4 capture, all that kind of stuff. Computers have built-in capture software. We can capture gameplay in HD. You know, you have to have good quality nowadays. That's the first thing that you need if you want to get anywhere on YouTube. Best advice, obviously, good quality, consistency, good thumbnails, and good titles and tags. If you don't have those good titles and tags, you're pretty much fucked, and you need a good thumbnail to go with it as well. Like, they're just as important as the video itself. Obviously, consistency, you can't upload like once a month unless what you're uploading took you legitimately a month to make. You need to be uploading almost every day, otherwise the YouTube algorithm is going to kick your ass, and that's important. Have you nearly given up on YouTube before? Yeah, plenty of times, man. Heaps of times, honestly. It's something that I think about on a near weekly basis, but you know, I keep going because of you guys coming out here every single day, and every time that I have a night where I might not do as well on viewers or whatever, and I get a little bit upset and I think, what's the point, you know, usually I bounce back within the next couple days and have a really good night, and I'm like, hey, this is where I need to be. But yeah, it's definitely something that I've thought about from time to time. First thoughts on Fortnite when you first started. Look, Guyan, my man. Yeah, look, I thought Fortnite would be the next big thing. I could literally get a screenshot up of me saying it was the next big thing when I first streamed it, honestly. Because when I played Fortnite the day it came out, because I found out about it about a week before the Battle Royale mode dropped. And it was the first console Battle Royale, and I'd already been playing H1Z1, PUBG, seeing it explode on Twitch, and I knew it was going to be massive on YouTube because it was a console game, so yeah, I knew it was going to be big. I didn't expect it to be as big as it is now, but yeah, I kind of seen it coming, so I jumped on it as soon as it came out. And coming in with our last question, we got it from my man Luke. Ever thought about vlogging and traveling more? Dude, I'd absolutely love to, man. It's more just a money factor, honestly, and I hate that that's the factor. But yeah, I genuinely just can't afford it as much as I would love to, dude. And, you know, I would really like to make some vlogging content. Hence what I'm going to be doing for PAX, to kind of experiment and see how it goes. Yeah, you know, it's just too expensive, bro. It's way too expensive, but, you know, you never know. If I run into some money in the future, we may potentially look into it. Anyways, with that being said, guys, that is going to be the video. If you guys did enjoy the video, go on to slap a like on it, subscribe if you guys are new, and I will see you guys tomorrow for another video, hopefully.